Hi, welcome back. For our College of Science webinar, we are very honored to invite our Professor Su Ye, who is the Associate Dean of the College of Science. Thank you for joining us today. We're also very honored to welcome Professor
Shen.
Xu Shen
Yes.
from the Department of Geography.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us today. We also have two students joining us today. This is Mariana and Xinghao. Professor Chen,
Yes.
I hear you're working on very cool stuff.
Thank you very much for your admiration.
Yes, I'm personally very interested. Could you tell us more about what you do?
Yes, thank you very much for inviting me come over to here. I also like to say something about the College of Science. Actually, College of Science has three different divisions. The one is the basic science, so including the chemistry, mathematics, and then the physics. And then me myself is kind of the cover two parts. Number one is the earth science. That is very important as the backbone of the College of Science. So we have the geography department. We also have the geoscience department as well as the atmospheric science department and the international degree programs of the climate change and sustainable development. And the third part is about the social science divisions. So me myself we call ourselves is the human geography. Also the geography department actually has the physical geography section, and then the human geography section, and then the computer geography section. We have kind of the interdisciplinaries. And the social science division also in the College of Science also has the geography of the psychology. Also is quite big branch of the social science department. So I believe the College of Science is really well established interdisciplinary college, including many different fun and attractive stuff. And then if you are interested in interdisciplinary, you must come over to here. Must be one of the best choice you will never miss out. Okay.
Thank you. I would like to add that I'm actually from the College of Science.
Mathematics.
Yes. Mathematics. I saw one of my 学弟 is called
Junior.
Yes. One of my juniors in the video just now. I'm like, wow, he's doing a great job.
Kind of a division of labor.
So yes, I am from the College of Science, and I'm a graduate of the mathematics department. Mariana, would you like to share with us your experiences here?
Oh, yes, definitely. Hi, I'm Mariana Reyes. I'm actually from the International Degree Program, Masters of Climate Change and Sustainable Development. Such a really long title for a degree, but the primary reason why I actually came to Taiwan studying, I just came out of my bachelor's degree, and some colleges and embassies offered me scholarships in United States or Europe, and I had these options laid out to me. But then I was looking into Asia. So I did my research, of course, and I came across National Taiwan University. And why did I come here to study and pursue 2 years? And possibly for the next 5 years? Hopefully. So actually NTU has one of the best QS rankings in Asia, ranked 19. I checked this morning. Also before coming here to Taiwan, I did check also one of the best rankings. And not only that, the professors, not only in my department, but also in College of Science and the whole NTU, they come from the top-notch universities all over the world. So all the best of the world just comes in one university, and that university is NTU. So I decided to apply without any expectations. I came here and wow, definitely the facilities here are amazing. We have state-of-the-art facilities here in NTU. We have a smart classroom or a future classroom where actually right now where we are, it's actually the office, the International Affairs office. It looks very modern, very futuristic. What this future classroom does, if you're wondering, is it actually has multiple screens and it's a very conducive learning environment. Even the camera has AI or an algorithm to check if you're listening in class. I don't know if you have that in your universities, but that for me is really cool, really amazing. Kidding aside, when it comes to education, we do have one of the best in College of Science. Let's say in IPCS in climate change, we have a smart campus project ongoing So if you know, Taiwan is a forerunner in the semiconductor industry. Let's see, your phones, I'm sure has parts made in Taiwan, and Taiwan is very much known for that. But how can Taiwan contribute to sustainable development? So we have this smart campus project that Professor Creason is the principal investigator of. If you're interested, you can come to IPCS and talk more about it. But it's about microclimate and how we can contribute this technology, smart technologies, air detection monitors all over campus to give back to the community and detect air quality, volatile air quality, and all of this. So it's mostly giving back to the community and giving back to Taiwan and hopefully sharing with the world. Second, we also have in oceanography our new research vessel. It's they just recently came back from their expedition in Palau, actually, doing deep sea exploration. And one of our IPCS professors was also in that expedition. And in geography, you also have this GIS Research Laboratory Center with state-of-the-art technology. So really, it's a really conducive learning environment. But I believe it's not only about academics, but there's more to things than academics. Here in Taiwan, I feel more at home, away from home. I'm a person of color, I'm Filipino. And knowing that, it's in the back of my mind. But here in Taiwan, I feel safe. I don't feel discriminated at all. As a woman in science, as a person of color, I don't feel discriminated. So these are things that is beyond academics. And if I was to advise people on future doctorates or master or prospective students, there are more to things than academics. There's safety and there's the sense of feeling belongingness. Here in Taiwan, I don't feel left out. I feel included. Inclusivity is very important. I have colleagues, Taiwanese colleagues that are willing to help me no matter what. My Chinese is not as good. I would admit that. I came here to Taiwan not knowing any Chinese. And if people ask me what you want in Chinese, I just smile and I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do, but they will smile back and help and try to understand you. Even you ask any help from any of my colleagues, my professors are very supportive no matter what. We just had a meeting on trying to globalize and trying to be a forerunner in sustainable development. And I keep suggesting and keep sharing my ideas to my professors here. And no matter what, they are very supportive. So it's not really about academics. It's also about academics and also about what can make a conducive learning environment. So NTU captures both the academic side with the high QS rankings, but also more to that is feeling inclusive, feeling a sense of supportiveness from your professors and the dean. So I feel really privileged to be here actually today. And this is why I also choose to pursue hopefully 5 more years of a doctorate degree program. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mariana. I'm actually international. I was an international student myself. I'm from Malaysia, and I do think that Taiwan is indeed very welcoming, and it's very important because you might be studying here, but you're also living here. You're gonna live here for
7 years.
7 years. And it's important that this place receives you and welcomes you. I think that's very important. Moving on to Xinghao.
Hi, it's my great honor to speak to you because I'm basically Taiwanese, but I used to consider to study abroad for my master's program, but I chose to stay in Taiwan because when I studied at NTU, the master's program offered me not only the classes, but also kind of the training for doing research. Not like the school in other countries, we probably only take courses for a big amount of tuition, but here we only need to pay for I don't know what about you, 1,000, 2,000,
Yeah, roughly.
USD. But for when I was planning to study abroad, that university asked me for 70,000 USD for the tuition for master's program only, not for living expenses. So first of the reason why I chose to study at the NTU is because of the training and the courses here can offer me a lot of research experience, not only for like practical knowledge, but I can also use them in the area of academics. And the second reason that I chose to study at NTU is because of the environment, like the weather here. Now it's like 20 degrees Celsius, but it is in the winter. Like my friends in the States, it's now like there's a snowstorm there. And I was like so shocked, like the Taiwanese culture is completely different from other countries, not only for the weather, but also like the inclusivity you mentioned about that. So I really enjoyed the days that I spent in Taiwan. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing with us. Let's perhaps move on to a few questions we have in our comment section. We have Maria. Maria would like to know about the Institute of Oceanography.
You want to say something? Since your research is about the marine as well?
A bit. We're actually close neighbors. Like literally, our building is near oceanography. Institute of Oceanography is if you're an international student, I could see that it has the same category, that there are enough English courses for you to definitely graduate. There are 4 divisions: the chemistry, fisheries, biology, geology, and physics. That is in Institute of Oceanography, and it's also Taiwan is also a good place to study oceanography because the video said we're part of the subtropical and tropical region. And I don't want to get too much into the science, but there's the Kuroshio current that carries all the coral larvae and all the fish larvae from the Philippines and goes to Taiwan. So that's why the Taiwan ecosystem, marine ecosystem, is very healthy, especially in certain regions of Taiwan. So it's not only about the theoretical side of oceanography, but definitely there's also more of the on-site research, and especially Institute of Oceanography has just had their Ocean Researcher 1, and they just had an expedition. And if you come here to study, there's a lot of opportunities for you to be able to go out of the sea to Palau or the Philippine Sea or wherever. Yes.
Next question we have: how to apply to IPCS?
Yes. May I?
Yes, of
So
course.
I'm the director of the IPCS, the International Degree Programs of the Climate Change and Sustainable Development. And then the most important things to check on our website. And then we have the Facebook, so please looking at the Facebook and then the website, you will see more details over there. Basically, you should have the hold a PhD master degree if you want to hold a PhD, apply to PhD programs. And then I go to another questions about how to do the geoscience or the geography science. Another questions?
Is it this one? Was
Which
it this
one?
one? You were was
Outdoor research.
Up.
the one on
And
top.
are the outdoor activities researches mandatory for geoscience or geography?
Yeah.
Yes, I think that is something quite important since for the earth science department, we do encourage to do some of the field science studies. So go to the field is quite important. So it might be necessary for you to consider you might have the ability to go outdoors for all of the research on the site. Yes.
Okay, I would like to answer Rudy's question. For mathematics major, roughly how many percent of the courses and exams are conducted in English? It's interesting to know that although it's a Chinese taught program, our textbooks and our exams and even most of our homework is actually written in English. Yes, so the teacher sort of teaches in Mandarin, and our written tests and homework is in English. You can also choose to write in Mandarin if you want. And I think that is. Are there any other questions you would like to answer? Because our time is almost up, so maybe we could, if you want, answer one more.
About your ideas about the international participations?
Oh yes, definitely. currently, College of Science is now viewed as a forerunner in sustainability. So if you're into the topic of sustainable development and the international community and how Taiwan plays a role, definitely we are encouraging everyone to go to College of Science and climate change and sustainable development. Right now, it's a big issue, climate change, and Taiwan really wants to help, and NTU with our participation really wants to help this. Yes.
Okay, I think that's all for today for the College of Science. Thank you, Professor Yip, Professor Chen, Mariana, and Sing Hao for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Yeah.
Yay.
See you.